So guys, as you can see over here, I made this Wi-Fi app without programming. Stay tuned to the last of this video because I'm going to be showing you how to make apps without programming. As you can see over here, the Wi-Fi is turned on. I press on this Wi-Fi button. The Wi-Fi turns off. Hey, what is up guys, my name is Shah here. Welcome to Tech Enthusiast, and today I'm gonna talk about how you can make Android apps in 2018. So let's get started. So there are two ways to make Android apps. The first one requires coding and the second one does not require any kind of programming language. Like this one is an example. I just turned on the Wi-Fi in this example. So first let's talk about the one which requires programming language. For that, you need a macOS, Windows or a Linux operating system. So what kind of softwares do I need? And what programming languages do I need to learn to make Android apps? Well, there are two methods. The first one is not easy. The name of the programming language is Java, not JavaScript. JavaScript is something totally different. And the program needed to make Android apps is Android Studio. Android Studio is the official integrated development environment or IDE for Google's Android OS, built on JetBrains IntelliJ IDEA software and designed specifically for Android development. It is available for download on Windows, macOS and Linux-based operating systems. So what are the specifications for Android Studio? Well, you need a minimum of Windows 7, 32-bit or 64-bit, doesn't matter. And for macOS, a minimum of 10.10, which is Yosemite or something like that. And you need GNOME or KDE Desktop Linux 64 capable of, I don't know what this means, but if you run Linux, you might know the meaning of this sentence. Okay, a minimum of 3 GB RAM is required, 8 GB is recommended, and plus 1 GB is required for the Android emulator. The second method is easier than Java, but still it's a programming language. It is hard. So the programming language is C#. You can make Android, iOS and even Windows app using this programming language. And the program needed is Visual Studio and a library called Xamarin. Microsoft Visual Studio is an IDE from Microsoft. It is used to develop computer programs as well as websites, web apps, web services and mobile apps. Xamarin is a Microsoft-owned San Francisco, California-based software company founded in May 2011. With C# shared code base, developers can use Xamarin tools to write native Android, iOS and Windows apps with their native user interfaces and share code across multiple platforms, including Windows and macOS. This means that if you create apps using Xamarin, you'll be able to use it in Android, iOS and even the Windows platform. And building iOS apps in Windows was impossible until Xamarin came up. So now let's talk about the one which does not require any programming. For that, you need an Android device or an Android emulator. Android emulators are like running Android on Windows, Mac or Linux. There are plenty of Android emulators out there like Nox Player, BlueStacks 3, or download an Android ISO file and run it using VirtualBox or VMware. We need an Android device because we're gonna run an app which is available in the Play Store named Tasker. Now, Tasker is paid in the Play Store, but I have a free link down in the description. It is actually a 7-day free trial, and another plugin is required for Tasker. The name of the plugin is Tasker App Factory. Now I will guide you on how to make a simple Android app. Now there are many Android apps which make Android apps, but I won't be recommending those because for me Tasker is the only one that does almost everything. I've seen many Android apps which can't do things well, or which are actually just a piece of this Tasker, which is just 10% or 20% of Tasker. But Tasker is great. No, this video is not sponsored by Tasker, but I wish it would have. And believe me guys, you want to try Tasker. Guys, I'll be teaching you how to make this Wi-Fi app. As you can see, the Wi-Fi is currently on. Press on it, off, again press on it. The Wi-Fi is on. So let me teach you. If you're using Tasker above 5.0, you won't be able to make apps for KitKat and Jelly Bean. Okay, so first open up Tasker, press on OK, again OK. Let's ignore profiles for this tutorial. Go to scene, add a scene. Let's name it Wi-Fi. This is the scene editor. Okay, so we can edit the size of the scene or size of our app. I want it to be like for a phone or for a tab. Let it be for a tablet. Press on this zoom icon to go to the zoom mode, and here we can add button checkbox. If the checkbox is checked, the Wi-Fi will be on. If it's not checked, the Wi-Fi will be off. Image, doodle, map, text edit, web view. There are many things, but first let me set the background. Go to properties, set the property as an activity. Orientation is your wish, system is recommended. Background color should be black. This is the transparency. Action bar style, I will be showing you what this is later. Let it be dark. The title Wi-Fi. Let the subtitle be Ahmed Shahriar. Let the icon be an application icon. You can even go to your gallery and select an icon. So let me select this icon. You can even select another applications icon. I'll be showing you what are these later on the future tutorials. But now let's create a button, an element. The name, you can change it if you want, but it doesn't matter if it's same or not. The label will be Wi-Fi. You can change the label size, the label color. I want it to be white. The label font, the label position, and you can even add an icon to the button, which I'm not gonna do. So whenever we tap it, it's gonna do something. It's gonna turn on the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or display. Turn on or off the auto brightness, the auto rotation, change the brightness. Okay, change the brightness, change the screen timeout. There are many things like set wallpaper status bar, which is this one. And then if we go back, go to system, reboot, search. There are many things which I don't even understand. And phone, you can call block. You can go to settings. There are many kinds of settings over here. Security settings, you can directly go to display settings from here. And then there are many things which I don't even understand, like calendar, insert, launch apps. You can launch apps, test apps, show apps, kill app. But now we are concerned about Wi-Fi over here. So Wi-Fi will toggle. Toggle means if it's on, it will turn off. If it's off, it will turn on. Now let's go back. Again back. Okay, so we can edit the size of this thing. If we hold the middle and move it, it will move this thing. And if we hold the side and move it, it will resize this thing. And if we tap it, it will go to the edit menu. So the long tap is whenever you long press on it for like 300 milliseconds, I guess. It's gonna flash. Hey, you long pressed on this, on the button. Hey, you long pressed. That's enough. Go back. So now our scene is made. Let's create a task. Let's name it Wi-Fi. We create an action which will show scene, the Wi-Fi, the scene that we created. It will show it. The activity, display as activity. Make sure it's not overlay. Animation is your wish. I want bottom fade, and make sure this one is ticked. Then let's try it. This app is not ready yet, but you can still test it during development. So this is how we test it. So the Wi-Fi is currently turned on. Press on it, turn off. Again press on it. Now it's on. Now let's exit it and export it as an app or make it an app so other people can use it without Tasker. For that, we need to select an icon over here. Local media, or let me select application icon this time. Knox player. Go back, long press on this thing. Export as app. Okay. Now package name should contain minimum 2 dots with. Now package name should contain only small letters and full stops. nothing else, like shop rear tech enthusiast Wi-Fi. It can be anything you want without spaces or any kind of symbols. Click on the advanced configuration, and here you can select your minimum Android version, which supports up to Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0, but the latest one, the Tasker 5.0, supports only from 5.0 to 8.0. Debug version, I don't know what it does, but keep it unchecked, the app will be faster. For me, it was faster. Click on the back button and it will start exporting as an app. After this thing is done, click on this Android icon and you'll be able to install your app. So after the installation is complete, open it up, and here is our Wi-Fi app. If we go home, here's the new Wi-Fi app we created. Here's the previous one. So it does what it says, as you can see. So thank you guys, that was all from me this video. Be sure to check out my other videos, like how to make a flashlight app using Tasker, how to make a voice control software using Tasker, how to make browser app using Tasker, how to make a control panel app which is the copy of Control Center in iOS, how to make a control panel app using Tasker. I have many tutorials about Tasker and I'll be keep making and uploading those tutorials. So stay tuned for those tutorials. Just subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment down below of what kind of tutorial you want to see, what kind of app you want to make, what kind of app you want me to teach you to make. Thank you guys, that's all. Peace.